Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Healings by Francis. I am Francis Gonzalez Griffin, and this is your weekly card pull for July 8th through the 14th. Now, I am recording this on the 10th. It has been a busy week so far. Let's just say endless that. So I am giving this to you 2 days later in the week, but the energy will still hang out for, the rest of the week and into the beginning of next week even. So let's get started. I'll be using 3 decks. The first one is the Sacred Forest deck by Denise Linn. The second one is the Power Animals Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. And the third will be the Law of Positivism Healing Oracle cards by Shereen Oberg. Now, I hope everybody has been having a good week so far. Let's look into the energy. Now, the energy of this week, it's going to be very busy. It's also going to be, a lot of people are going to be feeling a little tired and exhausted. The new moon that happened on, I believe it was the 5th of last week, it was very powerful. It was very shifting. It was very transitioning for many people. It was very much so where a lot of people were shifted. I feel like more so on to a 5D timeline, just like earlier this year with the solar eclipses. I do feel that numerous people, the 3D timeline and the 5D timeline are running so very closely together and parallel to each other. Know that if you're carrying a heavy, if you're carrying a very high vibrational, if you are one of those people who have transitioned more to the 5D energy at this point, know that being around people of the 3D energy who are more living on the 3D timeline, you will know automatically more so that that's where they're operating from, because you may feel that people are just being triggered by your mere presence. If you're a person who is considered a person of let me move this around, sorry, that's carrying a high vibration, who has been going through their times right now, and there has been upgrades that have been happening. You may have been feeling like you have migraines and headaches a lot. That is a very big sign of you acclimating to the new energy, the new frequency that you're carrying, that you have downloaded. And that will be very triggering to those that are on the 3D timeline and still in the 3D energy. So I just wanted to say that to you real quick. If you notice people, you're like, what the heck, I didn't do anything. But your mere presence, if you're operating on that 5D timeline right now, will literally just have. So if you have people out of nowhere that you find out are talking behind your back or scheming in some way, know that is probably because you're operating from the 5D timeline energy, and that is just triggering to those who are not on it. I was going to just put this up here. I love this. Whoops. Up here real quick. Okay, so let's get started with the first deck. I call in my angels and guides to help me with this reading for the energy for those who'll be watching for the collective energy of July 8th through the 14th. The first card, oh, look at this, joy, number 22. That's a master number. So this is, if you're watching this, you are most likely already, if you're following me and you're watching this, it's because you are operating from the 5D timeline. In the 5D timeline, people are going to be finding joy. And it's not just joy, it's going to be, you're just going to be happy. From the day-to-day things, you're going to find yourself just looking sometimes at things and smiling. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to find yourself being grateful for. That's how you know you're operating from that 5D timeline, that your energy, everything has upgraded, that you're ascending. You will be grateful, and this will be a week for you guys where you find joy in the little things. You will be grateful for the little things. You are going to be very present, and that's what's really important, because the truth is you will be more happy in life if you find more joy in your life if you operate from the present, instead of being focusing on things that went in the past or worrying about things that may come in the future. I find that this week you're going to be very much in the present. You're going to be looking around and just realizing, maybe seeing things with new eyes and being grateful for things that you may have not even realized that you should have been grateful for, is what I'm being told. So let's pull another card. And I love the hummingbird. I feel like anytime I see a hummingbird, it makes me happy. Like I can't see a hummingbird the rare times I see a hummingbird, and it always makes me smile. It always makes me happy. Look at this. So the next card is Starry Night, number 41, Acceptance. I love that card because I just find it to be beautiful. It's like an evening, but it's like in the woods, and like it's almost like the northern lights that are happening right there. And acceptance. I feel like this joy that you're going to be having, that you have from being in the present, it's almost going to be like you have finally accepted things for what they are. You're not, it's almost, see how she's looking into the distance? I feel like maybe you have like always been looking. It's going to be different for everybody because this is a collective reading, but it's almost like you're finally accepting and not expecting a change or a difference or anything. You're accepting things, and this is going to be different for everybody because it's collective reading. It might be a relationship, it might be a friendship, it could be a career, it could be your family. You are coming from a place of acceptance. You are no longer expecting things to be different than what you see it for, and you're not expecting a change to happen. You're accepting things for what they are, and that is going to bring you joy. Because I feel like a lot of you are the type of people who are like 10 steps in the future always. And you find it hard, or 10 steps in the past, but really never in the present. And I feel like this acceptance is going to be able, what you're accepting, what you're seeing for what it is, and not expecting a different or thinking it'll change or anything like that, is what's going to bring you joy. Because it's going to be a realization that you're accepting of who you are as a human being, accepting of what your situation is, what your work life is. You are going to be coming from a place of acceptance, not almost like tearing it apart or looking at the pieces that could work differently. It is why you're going to be in a place of joy. Here, let me pull another card. And this one flipped over, so I will take it. I've never seen this card, but I love it because this reminds me of when I was in Mexico. Like, these people would hang from these and they would twirl around this large pole. So this is very much like, and you see there's little spirits on the end of this, like the people. So activation. This is what I mean. Spirit, guardian of spring, activation. You are going through, like I said before I pulled these cards, and thank you, Spirit, for confirming. You are going through a place of like, look at the swan being there. You have transitioned. You have transcended. It's like the ugly duckling that's turned into a swan. What you may have looked at and not accepted, you are now accepting, and you see it and you're happy that way. I love the daffodils right here, but look at the spirits here, and they're going around this tree. This is all about the upgrades, the activations that are happening with you, because I'm telling you right now, there's so much upgrades and activation and light codes being downloaded into this world to bring it to a later, and that's what's happening in order for people to be able to transcend from the 3D plane to the 5D plane. And this is what you're going through right now. These upgrades are making you see your life, your world through different eyes, and accepting it, and no longer like trying to change it or being upset about it or trying to move it around. Is what I just see, like somebody in a house like moving furniture around and always like, nah, I don't want it there, and then moving it again and moving it again. This is why you're going to have joy, because you are accepting of the present, because you have been upgraded, you've been activated, you've had new light codes come down. So if you're one of those people who've been having headaches, leave me like a heart or something, like a little emoji in the comments, because that shows you right there, you are in fact upgrading. You are in fact transcending, or what I should say is ascending. I'm switching decks to the Para Animal Oracle deck. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Look at the card that came out again. It's a swan. Okay, so we just had a swan in right here, right? Look at this card. A swan there. And a swan again. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. And that's what I was saying with this acceptance card. You're going to be seeing things in a different light. You're going to be seeing you. You're going to be seeing the world differently. And you're going to appreciate the beauty. You're going to be grateful, like I said earlier, for the small things in life. That is what's going to bring you joy. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming the message from that one. Oh, that card just flung out. Pelican, forgiveness. Let go of your judgments. Pelican, look at that. Let go of your judgments. This is not a time to be looking at people. This is what the acceptance is. Maybe you in the past have judged. Maybe we all are human beings. We all do this. Even though you say as a person, I say I'm not a judgmental person. And like, I don't judge. I don't like to be judged. I don't judge other people. But there are times where you're just looking around and all of a sudden you think, oh, why is that like that or whatever? And then I have to tell myself, no, that is not who I am. I'm not going to judge what that looks like. I'm not going to judge how that smells. Nothing. It's not because... So it's all about let go of your judgments, forgiveness. This is a time you are not to be carrying any burden. That's what's going to, carrying the burdens of any judgments that you have judged yourself. I feel like what I'm being told is those that are watching is the judgment part. Let go of your judgments. It's not that you're judging other people or places or situations. It's yourself. I feel like the joy that you're going to find is that the negative self-talk that you might say to yourself is going to be what you no longer do. You find a way, you accept everyone and everything for what it is, and that includes yourself. And you let go of those judgments. Let me pull one more card from this deck. Oops, and that one came out really quick. And that was Salmon. You know where you're going and you will get there. And that's what I was talking about this, the joy of being in the present. It's the determination right there in that salmon jumping up. You're moving forward. It might not be the way that you thought it would be, but it doesn't matter. Just trust and have faith in the fact that you are moving in the direction that you're supposed to be moving, that you're ascending, and that you are going to get there. But you don't need to worry about how you're getting there. The universe has your back and you will get to where you need to get to, but it's with the place of being in the present. Don't be thinking about how you're going to get there, because you just have to have trust in the universe that you will get there, that everything is unfolding the way it's supposed to. And that is the ability, and having faith and trusting in the universe will be what brings you into staying in the present tense, not looking back, not looking forward, and where the joy will come from, because it's almost like your mind is finally going to be able to just quiet down. So I'm going to pull one more card. This is going to be from the Law of Positivism, and that one came out quick. My passion and visions are expansive as the sun. And I love the fact that it's showing more light, because this is what it's all about. It's about the light that is coming down, and the fact that we've gotten 22 and 33, both master numbers. Whenever it is a master number comes out, I always put more power into the card, the message that it's coming. My passions and visions are expansive as the sun. Sun, light, joy. It's all about having faith in the universe, seeing things through almost like new eyes, being grateful for all that has already been given to you, and be grateful for the things that you haven't even gotten yet, but it's almost like acknowledged like they're already here. And I just want to pull one more card with that expansive before I run out of time, because I'm getting very close on time. So please have a card come out quickly. There you go. I deserve to receive and give love. That's what I mean. Let go of the judgments, especially the harsh judgments you do of yourself, because you deserve to receive and give love. And that's the place that you want to come from, a place of love. That's the positive love. That's the energy you want to carry now. I'm running out of time, so I'm sending you lots of love.